The California Coastal Air sits overhead as we welcome you to baseball from historic Dodger Stadium. Tonight, the start of a 3-game interleague series between the Oakland A's and the Los Angeles Dodgers. Los Angeles find themselves on a 5-game skid. They'll try to get back on track next. Oral Hershiser gets the call for game 1 of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, this guy's had a solid year up to this point. It's not an easy thing to do in baseball this year with all the high-scoring games, but this guy has an ERA of sub-3, and that's saying something. If he continues to do that, I think you're going to see a really good performance out of him in this one.
Batting fourth.
Next up for the A's, Jack Park. He comes in after a day of rest yesterday, so we'll see if it did him any good. First pitch coming, here it is. And that one stayed too low apparently. Dan Dero, you check out this Dodger team as they enter play here tonight. They come into this one in need of some kind of spark to turn them around as they find themselves in the midst of a 5-game slide.
Yeah, Matty V, we got a couple of teams right now that haven't been playing very good baseball, Dero. One of these two teams needs to get things turned around and start things off on a good note and win the first game of this series.
It just takes one W to put a good taste in your mouth. I'm telling you, I know both teams come in on a losing streak, but someone finds a gap, someone puts their best foot forward and has a nice outing on the mound. This can turn around super quick.
2-0 count. The pitch is swung on and missed. Strike one. So let's take a look at our umpiring crew in this one. Working the plate, Rusty Valentine.
Dan, Rusty Valentine behind the dish tonight. He is north-south without question, letters to knees.
Well, I tell you what, he really favors a power pitcher. If you can consistently pitch at about the chest level and above, he'll call that high strike zone. I think he's a very friendly pitcher's umpire.
The 3-1 takes a strike for a full count now, 3-2. Brown over at second. McGuire at first, one gone. And a fastball misses there, ball 4.
Some guys take a little time to find the zone, but with the second walk of the first inning, it might be a little more than just settling in here. Not sure how long of a leash they'll give him, but they're not going to let him walk the world out there.
Standing in now with runners in scoring position, Mike Sharp, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. The 2-2. Now a bunt attempt here. On to first, and the Dodgers come up with nothing as that ends the inning. A couple of walks, but no damage. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. So here's the Oakland cleanup batter, Jack Park. He drew a walk his first time up. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Good breaking ball that time, in for a strike. But facing right-handed pitching so far this season, Park is below the Mendoza line. The batting average under 200, unfortunately.
He'd be the first to tell you he's not happy with his batting average this season, but he can beat you in a variety of different ways, and he has to because he wouldn't be here otherwise.
Snyder is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. A's are gone in order. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Next to hit will be the pitcher, Oral Hershiser. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Oral Hershiser.
From the belt, the pitch. Now a bunt attempt here. This gets foul. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Now a bunt attempt here. And they'll just tag him out along the first base line.
Sacrifice was in order right there as he gets the bunt down right there. And sometimes it's easier to just tag him instead of making that throw to first base.
striding in for Oakland, Jack Park. They'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
Here comes the first pitch. Now a swing and a miss as they start him out on a pitch well inside for strike 1.
2 things pitchers really love: called strike 3s and jamming hitters. How about that? Talk about that jam right there. That's about as good as it gets.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And there's ball 1. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Curveball just about rung him up, but it's to 2-2.
Well, that's what you want from your curveball on 1 and 2. You start it in the zone and let it break out of the zone where it can't be punished. Didn't get him to go after it, but the execution was nice.
The 2-2 is laid off, and the count runs full.
If you're ever going to see a position player go to the mound, it's going to be in a situation like this. Get him to relax a little bit, focus on his mechanics, and get that fastball back in the zone. Can't allow this guy to lead off walk.
Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. He'll try it again, 3-2. Now a swing and a fly ball. Snyder is after it, but this will land foul shy of the wall. Once again a 3-2. Smoked on the ground up the middle, and a base hit, so early trouble to lead off the inning.
Boy, talking about making a pitcher work, D-Row. 8 pitch at bat finally leads off to a base hit.
I got to be honest with you. After the 7th pitch, you start to get in auto swing mode. He could have thrown the rosin bag and he would have took a hack at it. So hats off to him, not only battling for 8 pitches, but getting the result.
Standing in now, Ricky Henderson. He'll roll over it and send it to shortstop. To second for 1. Throw on to first won't be in time, so they just get the 1 there.
Well, he definitely rushed himself on that return throw to first there, and he threw it away. They got to force at second, and the runner didn't advance, so it'll just be scored a fielder's choice.
At the plate, Otis Nixon. He got on top of 1 and was a ground out victim last time. Karros, base runner at first with 1 out. Now a bunt attempt here. And there's out number 2. Stepping in, Jack Park, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Hit down the third baseline. This is foul for the first strike. No runs, 5 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far. Popped him up. Karros on the move. He's got it as the tying run is left on base. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man left on. 7th inning stretch time here at the ballpark. Dodgers out in front, 1-0. Stepping up to the plate, Jack Park.
Jack Park.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1.
0-1's the count.
No plate discipline that time, and he's in the hole now, 0-2.
I know that fastball registered at about 92, 93, but I guarantee you it looked about 4 to 5 miles an hour faster than that for this offensive player. After coming off a curveball, the old push the throttle and pull it is being used.
1 ball and 2 strikes to the A's catcher. The 1-2 pitch. Fouled off. 1 out, nobody on. A swing and a miss for out number 2, and a ball he had no chance of making contact with.
Anytime you get rookies just breaking into the big leagues, you have to expect a certain...
Up next for the Dodgers.
Now a bunt attempt here. Only play is to first, and a great job there off the bench as the sacrifice is successful.
Well, maybe a little bit of a problem is they had to wind up going to that bullpen quite a bit. 5 pitchers are going to combine to finish this one to get the win.
3-2 the finish in tonight's game. Oakland crossed the plate 3 times in the 8th, helping propel them to the win. Gene Nelson gets the win in relief, his 2nd of the year. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
you